Oh, Hassan, where do you get that mentality? Why do you feel like there might be fucking... Oh,
so people shooting
the stupidest Brit in Afghanistan. Yeah, this guy, he wanted to be interviewed by me, but he was like a fucking 4chan Andy, so I was like, I probably shouldn't do it. Just like I chickened out of having the Taliban on the broadcast. The horse dewormer Facebook group rules. Wife is getting really sick. How can I get my taste and smell back? Wondering how long it has taken you or someone you know. Any way to bring it back? Lavender and omega-3 should fix it. Totally. Might be a stupid question, but has anyone pooped out worms from taking ivermectin? I'm just curious. Yes, but even though I've been expelling rope worms with coffee enemas for a while now, it's different with Ivor. It was about 6 weeks after taking it weekly. What the fuck? What? Bro, this person is literally just like wormed the fuck up, dude. This is crazy. Just actually fucking insane, dude. What the fuck? Rope worms are your intestinal lining? It was about 6 weeks after taking it weekly, and it's happened the last 2 weeks, the day after taking it, that I got this tummy rumbling like I had to go with diarrhea. So I got to the pot and it comes out a bile dump with full rope worms, heads and all. I'm especially happy with the bile dump, and of course the worms. We'll see what happens. We'll see what this week brings. Wow, y'all might think this is gross, but I don't use toilet paper. What the fuck? Okay, I can't read the rest of this. I literally can't. Like, this is psychotic. My man just actually said born to shit, forced to wipe. Like, he said it. Like, he straight up said it. Not even a meme at this point. You know, it's just like... I am looking, I'm scanning through the fucking Fall of Kandahar real quick. Oh, okay. This is where there's like injuries and stuff, but nothing like gory. Oh yeah, never mind. There is some gore here. Minute 7. He said he washes and he uses a bidet. Respect. I made fun of the ivermectin clown, not realizing that he's a big bidet boy, you know? Okay, let's watch this. This is the Fall of Kandahar, folks. Ropeworm is a pseudoscientific term for long, thin pieces of damaged intestinal epithelium or other bowel content that have been misidentified as human parasitic worms. Okay, got it.
Nah, this is it. This is like shit. I want the muzzy. This is like shit.
So flight has just arrived. There's thousands on the tarmac, and they're all making a run for the airplane right now. It's going to be a mess. A lot of guys are really eager to get on this flight. Everybody's really eager to get out of Kandahar.
People are packing on here. Hundreds of these guys are scrubbing together. It's hard to get on. Hey, we're trying to get on that. Aircraft.
He's with the 03 unit, right? The CIA trained Afghan special forces that like did a bunch of fucking war crimes.
So we just landed in Kandahar. This is the center of the city. The shops are open, people are out, it's busy all around. You wouldn't know that just maybe half a mile away is the front line. This city is under siege. They are surrounded on all sides from the Taliban.
Kandahar is the spiritual capital of the Taliban. It was here that the movement began in the early 90s, and it was the last major city under their control before the Americans rooted them out 20 years ago. Now they're fighting to take it back. We came here to see the fight, and what we found was a struggling and battered Afghan military, abandoned by the Americans and facing what would become the final battle in the Taliban's sweeping takeover of Afghanistan.
همیشه د افغانستان حکومت له کندهار نه سقوط کړی ده او په دې خاطر دشمن ډیر کوشش په کندهار باندې ده چې دوی کندهار ونیسي دوی دې فکر کوي چې موږ ټول افغانستان نیولی ده.
Commander Sarbalan leads nearly 200 of the most elite American-trained soldiers in the country, the Commandos. Now he's facing his toughest fight yet. We followed him and his soldiers on the front lines.
17 months boggers.
Right here, we're on the roof of a wedding hall. This is the front position. There's snipers, so we gotta stay low. So just there is the Taliban flag. You can see it. They're in control of those mountains and a little bit behind us too.
دلته د غاړه د دې نور پرسونل سره سوګو
او دې قطعه خبره نشته دا منی ولې دی غسار نه دی اخیری هغه چې د اسیابان او زنګو نه ده او حالت پرسونل
دا زنګو کوسمدارانو به کې
چې پکې زنګلې
ورخوش دې کړه نه
I'm confused. They're in a fucking firefight with the Taliban. Why aren't they like sitting in cover and then immediately demanding
She's from Massachusetts,
an airstrike onto whatever like general vicinity the fucking Taliban are in? But that's how you're supposed to do it, no? My man is just literally like the CIA trained Andes are just like standing wide open, dude. They're like, yeah, they're shooting from up there. Fuck it.
We're headed to the Don district, to another front line. This front line is important because it splits the Taliban-controlled area with the airport. So it's really the most essential part of the fighting here. So these guys are taking us right on the edge of the fighting. If they just be on the wall here, they're laying down suppressing fire against snipers.
Here's to help out with your house.
So where are the enemies from here?
So the enemy is surrounding us from three sides. Their sniper man, he's sitting over there and he's just looking at us. If we move, so we will shoot.
So what can you do?
We hope we are keeping our finger crossed.
10 months pass.
The men here are tired, undersupplied, and low on food. With just a few commandos mixed amongst a ragtag group of ill-trained police and soldiers, they're barely holding on.
چې که چېرته اوس موږ دغه پرسونل دلته اوس په دغه حوزه کې یو 20 نفره دي که دې نه موږ 15 نفرو ته رخصت ورکړو د حوزه سقوط ده چې باید موږ ته لازم هغه امکانات نشته ده د موږ حمایه هوایي حمایه ډېره کمه ده.
Normally, here's what happens. You're patrolling, okay? You leave your base, you're going out on a fucking patrol, and you know that, like, there's an area where there's some fighters, right? Usually there's, like, 5 to 10 fucking fighters perched up on top of a mountain. If they shoot back at you, or if they shoot at you, you fucking get into cover and then call in an airstrike. That's the American way. Kind of like the Hasanabi way being at the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break, right? You know, you wait and you wait and you wait until the top of the hour is there, and then you fucking call in an ad strike. Now, of course, the airstrike comes also in the form of a Twitch Prime, if you have that. If you have an Amazon Prime account, that is. That way you can defend yourself from the airstrike of ads. Okay? Tactically. You can also defend yourself from the ads with a $5 a month subscription. You can also defend yourself from the ads with an ad block or a VPN. Okay? But Twitch Prime is free if you have an Amazon Prime account that you can just like rip-a-roni from someone else. Here's the 1 minute ad break now.
دغه څه مشکلات سته دي چې دغه خلانه دشمن کوشش کوي چې مخکې راسي.
Does it feel like the lack of support from the Americans and the American drawdown has allowed the Taliban to surge forward in this fight?
یعنی په دې یو ځای کې پرېښودلو هغه د ساحل غاړې ته پرېښودلو همداسې یو معمولي ډګر ته څوک راکړي او بس وطن نه ونیسي او معامله خلاصه.
Coming, the gore is coming. I'm going to switch off.
In the past month, hundreds of security forces have been injured or killed, and hospitals are filling to capacity.
I can't show you this part. There's gore.
So this is the ICU of the hospital here. They're saying they got 55 new patients yesterday, and it's really busy now. So who are these patients here?
They are all soldiers here. This patient have brain penetrating injuries. This patient have face injuries and skull injuries. So in war, everything is coming like ID blast. We had abdominal penetrating injuries. We had traumatic amputations. We have not enough materials, enough instruments. And our surgery is not the base of Afghanistan.
This place is really a good place to understand just how bad the war is going. These soldiers are young. There's so many of them with gunshot wounds, bomb blasts. You can just see how low the morale is for so many of them. And as this fighting continues here, they're saying that it's not going to be going well.
He was injured while he was inside of a tank. This is Mirwais Nizami, an Afghan commando.
جای پای ما برد استخوان پنجه کلان ما مایده کده راکت زد تو دیگه زیادتر نشده دو زد.
Does it feel like last night that the Taliban overpowered you?
اما چی بود؟ حال نفر ما هم کم بود نفر هم نداشتیم در تان 4 نفر بودیم. طالبا قوی نبود ما کمتر بودیم ما بیشتر بود سر ما هیچ وقت قندور سقوط دادن نمیتونه.
Yeah, he's wrong about that.
Tonight, the Commandos are headed deep behind Taliban lines. This is their last chance to outflank the Taliban and change the momentum of the fight.
It's completely pitch black. They're saying that the Taliban has night vision capabilities, can see them, and has better weapons than them. So really, the fight is uneven in favor of the Taliban. Yeah.
موږ پر دشمن باندې دلته اوس په حاله د دشمن سره په خط اول کې دشمن باندې ټاک نو کله چې دشمن انداخت وکي موږ مقابل جواب ورکو یو ډیره حیاتي ستراتیژیکه نقطه ده کچيري موږ په دې نقطه کې دشمن سره مقاومت ونکو بیا موږ میدان یوي او کندهار شهر د لاس ورکو.
They're saying that these guys the Taliban firing on us here, so we're good behind these walls, but it sounds like they're all around us.
ډېرې پیشرفته سړی فی الحال دښمن لري اقلا چې دښمن میل پورته کړي که دښمن میل پورته کړي دښمن انداخ وکړي هغه خطا نه ځي.
So they're going to show us the firing line now. Stay low.
همدغه ساحې ولا هماغه دغه خواته دښمن دی مکمل د باغو سره هماغه باغونه ولې مکمل هغه ځای کې دښمن دی.
This is really dangerous night operations that they do. They push the Taliban back at night and trying to fire on them back. This 50 cal is their main gun.
دا خوش تو سر مو پورته کوي شي متوجه اوسئ چې دا خاصه کوم دغه رانس هغه بس هغه ته متوجه اوسئ هغه ته متوجه اوسئ دغه ځکه سر پورته کوي او نور همیان سره خبرو راځي چې نور
Can you hear me? All right, they're telling us we got to get out of here now. Let's go. Let's go. Go, go, go.
The Taliban launches a counteroffensive, overpowers the government lines, and moves into the city.
Bro, we literally armed both sides of this conflict. And in certain circumstances, we armed one side of the conflict better than the other. The Taliban side. Okay? It's called business? Yeah, that's the fucking cost of doing business with the US, dude.
At lightning speed, they take over district by district.
الحمدلله دا دې بندیان ورسېدل ماشاءالله ماشاءالله په خیر راسي په خیر راسي په خیر راسي الله دې راضي شي دا دې ټول بندیان په خیر راووتله ټول بندیان په خیر راووتله ما بس کار خلاص.
One of the funniest parts about like the prisoner release program that the Taliban immediately engaged in, because like of course everyone in fucking prison is like half the motherfuckers in prison were like Taliban, right? But the funniest thing about like the coverage offered to the Taliban prisoners was like, oh my god, I can't believe Joe Biden, like look what happened. It's like, bitch, that's Trump facilitated that deal. Okay? Trump fucking facilitated that prisoner release program in the conditional withdrawal.
چې دا څنګه جنو رسیدلی د شکاپر دروازې پورې نو دا رقم دا ساحې ټول نیولې دي یو تعداد کو څه فتح شوی دي دشمن په تیارته دی.
Yeah, I see a blurred body at 12
in the middle of the city. There's gunfights. We're about 12 miles away on the military airbase, and we're relatively safe. But in the center of the city, our local contact is there, and we're going to call him and talk to him about what's going on. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
So what is the current situation there in Kandahar?
The current situation in Kandahar city is getting worse. If you go out of the house, there are like 50s or 40s Taliban in every street. And they have escaped from their police stations. They left the police stations for the Taliban. Taliban have advanced so fast. We are so worried. We are inside the house. We don't go out of the house. Allah knows what will happen. God knows what will happen.
There's just a dead body on the street. It's blurred, but...
On August 13th, the fighting finished. The Afghans have lost. They gave up the city and cut a deal with the Taliban, surrendering millions of dollars of heavy weaponry and Humvees in exchange for safe passage on government flights.
Our leaders had negotiation with the Taliban to abandon the city, so that's why we don't have civilian casualties in the city. I think it's time now to pull my forces back, because I can't sacrifice my men for no reason.
By the way, they like, of course, fucking Vice CIA Andy's over here, like, don't really mention this, but like these guys are not exactly great. Okay, like the unit that he was on board with was literally doing war crimes at the behest of the CIA. Like they are CIA trained operatives.
Poggers.
And like regularly did war crimes, for the record. Shitty Humvees, aka advanced US technology. First of all, how dare you? They have Toyota fucking Hilux trucks. Those are significantly better than the fucking Humvees, okay? Proof? I mean, dude, here's proof, bro. Just Google 03 unit Afghanistan. See what fucking pops up, dude. Abusive night raids by CIA-backed Afghan strike forces. Like, literally, 03 unit Afghanistan. First fucking thing that comes up is a Human Rights Watch article titled, "They've shot many like this."
We have the ability, we have the strength, but the problem is we don't have unity, we don't have competence.
What does it feel like after
Land cruisers are sick too.
20 years of fighting to be leaving now, to be giving up the city here?
The security forces that we sacrificed in last 20 years, there was no feelings for them, for their families. We have lost many men here. They had kids, many women got widow, many kids got orphaned. Our leaders, they don't care. All of their kids were in safe haven. Today it's...
You probably lose a lot of reasoning after being in such a war. Okay, dude. All right, I guess like, you know, we can let people do a little bit of war crimes. I drove up armored land cruisers in Afghan. They are bad. See, notice how Allah didn't let you complete that fucking sentence. They are basically the best fucking vehicle that you've ever driven. It's fine.
Kandahar, yesterday it was other province, Ghazni, Herat, all this is gonna get to Kabul.
Oh, he meant BA. Maybe he meant badass, actually. Oh, never mind. He said badass. Okay. Yeah, true.
او د خار ټولې کوڅې جوړې وې پلونه جوړول مکتبونه جوړول کلینیکونه جوړول تاسیسات دولتي جوړول هغه بیرته خراب سول ټول ګډ وډ سو ختم سو بیرته اجینا ټول داسې یو وحشت پکې و.
We joined the soldiers as they were being evacuated.
There are literally thousands of soldiers here, packing onto the tarmac, all trying to get out of Kandahar. This is incredible.
After missing the first flight, we waited anxiously amongst the many units, everyone nervously hoping for a way out. As they packed the plane, the soldiers hoped for redemption and battles to come. But in 24 hours, the Taliban will sweep the capital, the Afghan government will collapse, and these soldiers will join the millions of Afghans living in fear of whatever comes next.
Donating to my friend left us for 3 months.
Yeah, their Tacomas, Helixes, LCs are just made so well and require little maintenance compared to Humvees that need to be torn down and rebuilt constantly and maneuver 1,000 times better than Humvees and APCs in the streets and side roads. Of course. Did you watch Spider-Man trailer? No. I also didn't realize that there was a fucking video game conference that was